Vocals. All right, I'm moving on to magical. And I'm scared to move on to magical. I'm sorry. This is so unorganized. I'm so sorry. I really am like rushing to like fit this in because I don't know when I'm gonna be able to record dedicate time to record an album like first listen. So, but I'm gonna move on to magical. Sounded foreboding. Let's go. Ooh, that piano. Ooh. I love the effect on that voice. Oh. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, this is so interesting. I just didn't expect this sound. Oh! Oh. Ooh, the layering. Mm. Mm. Okay, voice. Ooh, the drums, the panning on them. Ooh. Mm. Okay. Where we going? You're making me nervous. The layers! Magical. Yes! I'm getting too hype. I'm getting too hype. I am getting too hype. Oh my god, I am so sorry. I am getting too hype. Let me calm down a bit. But it's the woos for me. Oh. Oh, that's wow. Oh. Wow, the sense. Ah, this is so interesting. I hear you in the back vocals. The echo. Come on, sing to me. Oh, his voice. Sing to me. Hey. This I'm sorry, this is so early 2010s, like just like like pop goodness, and I am living my best life right now. This is so fun. This is so fun. Oh. Ugh. This, like, second post-chorus, this is it. That is the part. Wow. Wow. Oh, the pianos. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, the piano is so quiet, but it's like the part that makes it. Ooh. I like his voice. Give me the beat up. Give me the build up. I love that melody. Yes! I hear you, ad-libs. Vocals. Oh, that vocal layering is lovely. Oh my gosh. Wow. 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 I'm sorry. I feel like I didn't say much during listening to that, but I don't know. It made me feel so nostalgic for whatever reason, and it's not even and it's not even like a sound that comes from that long ago. Like I said, early 2010s pop. Like it's not that was not that long ago. So I don't but it's like it is like it is like I don't know. I don't know. So you don't know this about me. You have no reason to know this about me. But I got into listening to music kind of late in my life, and so I don't know what it is. But I don't know what was wrong with me or what why I did it. But I didn't listen to music. I did not listen to music all the way up through my last all the way up through I want to say my last year in middle school, eighth grade. I literally did not listen to music. I heard songs, of course, on the radio, but not. But I did not I never asked for an iPod or anything like that. I never looked it up. I never searched it out. But and something just randomly changed, immediately shifted in my last year of eighth grade, and like in eighth grade, last year middle school, I mean. But and then I was just oh hey, for whatever reason I just decided to start listening to music. And but I what I listened to at first were soundtracks, video game soundtracks, specifically video game, anime, movie soundtracks. I did not listen to popular music. I didn't listen to the radio. I couldn't even tell you artist names. That's how much I didn't listen to. So much I didn't listen to it. But then I started, so my point is, around the time I started regularly listening to pop music and getting into music and listening to and placing artist names and stuff, it was around the time that this type of sound was popular in the US. And so that's why it makes me feel nostalgic to it, because it literally just set me back. And but we're here now in Kingdom. I absolutely love that. I absolutely love that. It was fun. It had this weird forward energy to it. I don't know. I don't know. It felt magical. It sounds magical. It's just magical, okay? It's a very aptly named title track. That little break with that pitter patter percussion. It made it. That is the thing that made it. That's what it was. That was the thing. That was the epic thing. That was the thing that made it like like ah I just have to go on. I loved it. 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 All right, the next one is a warning. They're all in. The next one is warning. Is warning the last one before the instrumental to Carm? Let me check. No, make us. Alright, so warming. Warning. Alright, let's go. Ooh, that bass. Oh, the good. No, you didn't. No, you didn't, Kingdom. No, you didn't, Kingdom. No, you didn't, Kingdom. Oh, I have so much to say. I have so much to say already. I have so much to say. Sorry, not sorry. I'm gonna start it right now. That bass. Oh my god. But the. Oh my god. His delivery. Oh, these melodies. Hey. Oh, the beat. The chords. When they start introducing that house flow, you know it's the chord change. Oh. Put the guitar. Oh my gosh, this is the weight of my heart. Oh my god, Kingdom. Something about the way they're singing their lines is so good to me as well. Silence. Oh. You gave us another ballroom banger. Ooh, Kingdom can be trusted with the ballroom. That's Kingdom can be trusted with the ballroom. Kingdom can be trusted. Kingdom can be trusted to give us the ballroom bangers we deserve. Oh. I don't know what to say. No, the thing is that I have too much to say. And I don't know where I'm gonna start. Mm. Dum, dum, His vocals just the drums. Oh, I want to run. Oh, I want to run. That bass riff at the very end. Oh. Kingdom can be trusted with the ballroom. Kingdom can be trusted with the ballroom. I know that this is, I know. This may be a bit of a hasty statement considering that this will only be like the second, like mostly house influenced track I've heard from them. But both of their house tracks have been some of the most standout, like house dance, like fusion tracks that I've heard in K-pop in years. When I tell you that song was fucking lit, I kid you not. I am so excited to download that and put that on my Ballroom Bangers playlist. If you guys don't know, like house music is house competes with R&B with like for like my like second favorite genre. My favorite genre of music is lo-fi hip hop, like and like anything like and then my favorite genre of music is like lo-fi hip hop, but like coming at a very 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 close second, like house and R&B kind of like compete based on my mood and whatnot. The point is, I love me a fucking house track, man. Like I love me a house track, but more than anything, I love me a fusion house track that takes so many elements and just like throws them together and oh my gosh, like and like I'm noticing house music has like become very popular, like house influence has become very popular in like K-pop over the past few years, which great, love it. I love to hear it every time. But like there are some tracks that just, I don't know, to me personally, they just like mix it all together with some other elements in just the perfect way, and it just sets up about that. Like the bass on that, the way that like the house like hits those bits you hear in, like deep house a lot, like the way like they were at like kind of like an irregular rhythm in the chorus, the melodies, the delivery. First and foremost, let me tell you something else I also noticed, that had second gen like very 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 early third gen, no, I'm just gonna say second gen, that had like late second gen like all over it, like in the melodies and like just the way that they were delivering their lines. Like I felt like I literally like i'm like I'm like, girl, what year is it? Like, like this, like I ain't heard something like this. I ain't heard something like this in a minute. I ain't heard something like this in a minute now, Kingdom. Oh my gosh, I'm probably not making any sense at all. The point is, I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And they did exactly what I needed. They gave us a climax with the drums from the pre-chorus, and then he gave us a note, and then they filled out the soundscape for the last chorus and like brought all those elements together, gave it that epic feel. Oh, Kingdom, 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 Kingdom. Can we talk about something, Kingdom? You need to stop. All right. I'm running out of time for today, so I'm going to move right on to make us. Kingdom can be. Make us. Oh, the chords! Oh, the chords! The chords! Vocals. Oh, I got you. The sense. Oh, there's 96. That's a good chord progression. I'm sorry. Oh, that percussion hit is so good. Oh. Ooh, that sound in the back? Are you kidding me? Ooh. Because, oh, that melody. Vocals. Gosh. Wow. Wow. Oh, the beat. Oh, his delivery. His delivery. I love that part. That's the epicness. Oh, the piano. Oh, the chord. Outside, the rapper is feeling it. The rapper is feeling it, and I'm feeling it too. Yes! Because Ooh, I hear the vocals. Wow, Kingdom. Wow, Kingdom. Wow, Kingdom. I felt that in my spirit. Oh, oh, I love Kingdom. Oh, Kingdom. Okay. Okay, I knew this already, but this just reinforced it because like I said, I just recently listened to History of Kingdom Part 3. Ivan, I think, is that king's name. And so and so like and so I was wondering if it was just like a particularly good album or if Kingdom's tracks are just that good and Kingdom's tracks are just that good. I love that. Oh my gosh. Like it was also kind of nostalgic. It had like those 90s synth elements to it, those like R&B elements, those not like those R&B or pop ballad like elements to it, but like the layers of it all, the melodies that that make us oh my god, lovely. Their vocals, they really stood out vocally in that track. Oh my gosh, like especially in the chorus, that whoever had come in and just start singing for his life. Oh my gosh, I'm a little at a loss. I'm a little at a loss of what to say. I'm honestly a little at a loss of what else to say. I noticed a lot of interesting and like really engaging delivery from the rappers in this one. Like I felt them. Like they was going hard at this one. And I think I heard two separate voices rapping. Like, I think I've I think I've consistently heard two Raptors and Kingdoms tracks, but I could be wrong. But let me know down in the comments. But just wow, wow, the synths in that track, just like wow, wow, and they're so versatile, aren't they? Because like I think I've heard pretty much like a very like different like soundscape from all of their songs. Like some genres have repeated here and there, but like the feel and vibe of the song and just like the overall like presentation of it has felt pretty drastically different with each and every track. Like I don't think I can like put any of any of the current Kingdom songs I've heard. Like I don't think I can line all of them up and say like, oh, this one sounds like this one, that one sounds like that one. No, they're all very very distinct. Like very very distinct. Like more so than more so than I feel like most K-pop groups tend to do. And that's bold. That's bold. That's impressive and that's bold. I I'm in. I'm in. They got me. They got me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wish I could say more, but I really am running out of time, and I am kind of dumbfounded by the fact that it's taken me this long to get into Kingdom. But either way, I'm gonna skip the last track because it's the instrumental of Karma. I'll just listen to that in my own time because I really am interested in listening to that instrumental. But side note, I'm glad that like it used to be a thing for groups that they would always like put an instrumental of their title track as like the last track on their albums, and they stopped doing that for whatever reason. But I'm noticing a lot of groups do it more often like lately, and that we love to see that. That's great. Anyways, if you made it this far, thank you so much for dealing with me and whatever this was over Kingdom. Like, comment, subscribe if you so choose. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to check out down below. I will attempt to also check out their very first mini album, Part 1. before their comeback. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try very hard. Anyways, but other than that, I think I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I found them.